Okay, I've got everything loaded up and I'm about to drive to Tim's house. He's a trail angel in the MST. He's letting us leave a vehicle there for this week while we're on trail, and then I'll be meeting up with Richie there. And we will be headed to Oyster Point Campground to start our hike of segment 16 and then about half of segment 15 on the Mountains to Sea Trail this week. And I'm super excited. The only thing I'm not excited for is it's going to be hot, like upper 80s hot all week. So hopefully this goes well, but either way, we're gonna have fun. Look who I picked up. So we just left the car at Tim's place and we're getting ready to drive out to Oyster Point Campground to start our hike. And my 6-hour drive turned into an 8-hour and 45-minute drive, so that was fun. And 7-hour drive turned into an 8-hour 45-minute drive, and yours was not terrible, so that was good.
Yeah, 5 hours, and that's all she wrote.
And we just met Tim, who's a trail angel here on the MST, and he's absolutely amazing. And he's letting us park a car at his place, stay at his place whenever we need to this week, and he's picking us up from the trail later this weekend. So I'm really excited. But we're headed up to Oyster Point to hopefully get started tonight. Okay, well, it's about 6:30 and we're finally down to like 85 degrees-ish. It's been like 95 all day. We just got to the Neusiok Trailhead, which I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. That's just how it looks to me. And this is the longest continuous trail in the state of North Carolina, by the way, if you guys are interested in that. There's the trailhead, and there is our MST marker that marks the start of segment 16 or the end of segment 16, or the beginning of segment 17 or the end of segment 17, depending on which direction you guys are going. So we're parked in the lot. I left a sign on my dash, and I called the Croton National Forest to let them know that we'll be parked there long term. Hopefully my car doesn't get towed, fingers crossed. But we're planning on hiking 2.3 miles into the first shelter tonight, just so we can stay on trail and not to pay to stay in the campground. And also it's a lot cooler now than it was, and we'll probably get a beautiful sunset tonight, so I'm really excited to start this off. Okay, we just topped up at the water spigot at Oyster Point Campground. If you guys are parking at the Neusiok Trailhead, they are totally fine with long-term parking there, by the way. We just talked to the camp host, and if you walk straight into the Neusiok Campground, the water spigot is right past the host's house, or the host's campsite, I should say. And there's bathrooms here too if you guys need pit toilets. So we're getting ready to get started. This is so nice. This campsite, by the way, is like, this is super pretty. The water is right over there. The sites look really spacious. If you guys are looking for a place to camp before you get on trail, I'd probably recommend this place. I think it's pretty cheap for campground standards, so give it a look. We're about 5 seconds into the trail and already have this incredible view. And when we came up, all of these little crabs were scurrying around the beach, and now they've stopped. Oh, there's some over there. There they go. There's so many of them. This pine needle trail bed is a little on the slippery side, but the trail is really cool. It looks like there was a burn here, whether it was controlled or uncontrolled, I'm not sure, a while ago, so there's still a lot of charring on the trees, but it looks really pretty and the new growth is fantastic. I see what people mean about ticks now. You cannot beat this view. We found our first friend on trail. I'm gonna name him Axel. Hi, buddy. That's a huge pine cone. It is. All right, we made it to the Blackjack Lodge shelter. This is 2.3 miles in. It only took us 55 minutes to get here. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's a good little shelter. It's got a fire pit, really nice picnic table, and room for a couple of very close neighbors. We're gonna be those neighbors. Okay, so there's the shelter. Richie is pitched there. We have a nice metal picnic table, which we obviously have exploded our gear on because that is what hiker trash does when they get in camp. Here is home sweet tent for the night, and we're going to have an absolutely gorgeous sunset. Also, I'm finally making use out of my tick key, which surprisingly I never had to use on the AT, but I did pull off 1 latched and 2 not latched ticks off of me and a latched tick off of Richie, aka Cristus Cowboy. So be careful out there, kids. Always carry your tick key. It came in handy today. And we're gonna get ready for bed and hopefully get a good night's rest. And it's gonna be a scorcher tomorrow, so we are getting up hopefully before sunrise and getting on trail before sunrise so that we can get a bunch of miles in before it ends up being in the upper 80s tomorrow. So fingers crossed if this goes well. So good night, everybody.